This is the award-winning Lee Pitts Live.
Brought to you by the North Law Firm. For car accidents and negligent security cases, call Joe at 239-337-1191. And by Lee Health.
Okay, Southwest Florida, here we go again. The incomparable, the undescribable Joe North is here of the North Law Firm. Joe, welcome to Lee Pitts Live, man.
Thank you for having me.
It's always great to get you here, and one of the great things about getting you on the show is I always learn something new when I have you on the show. You have made a name for yourself in terms of giving back to the community. Where did that come from in you and supporting your community?
Well, as you know, I was born and raised in Fort Myers, grew up in Dunbar, and a large majority of my clients live in Dunbar. So it's personal for me to be able to help the people that I actually grew up with and that support me. And that's why I'm very happy and humbled to be able to place my name on the football stadium at Dunbar High School, as well as to be a presenting sponsor for the City of Palms Classic for basketball every year. I'm just really humbled and glad to be able to do it.
I want to say this on air too, that much of what has happened with Lee Pitts Live, the success of Lee Pitts Live, is a North Law Firm plays a major role in that, and people need to know that as well. We appreciate that.
Well, thank you.
Joe, the people who are looking at us, no matter where they're looking at us in the country, sort of describe Dunbar. We say that comfortably here, but people looking at us in different counties and everything. What is Dunbar community?
Dunbar is a black community in Fort Myers within Lee County. And historically, it is on the lower socioeconomic spectrum of where we are in the community. But a lot of great things come out of Dunbar.
And we're looking at one.
And those things are downplayed or hidden by people who don't know, but through you're placing a very positive spotlight on Dunbar, and that helps a lot.
Yeah, a lot of, and Dunbar is not unlike many people who might be listening to us. Your inner city communities in your area that has many success stories, but they don't get highlighted. I can go for shows and shows and shows with people from Dunbar, and I don't think twice about it because I came from a Dunbar type community when I grew up in Birmingham, so it's the same thing in the college via housing projects.
That's right.
But Dunbar is not consistent of housing projects only. It's a lot of great middle class stuff going on in Dunbar. I don't want people to say I'm acting like Dunbar is all housing projects.
Which is not.
Which
Correct.
is not.
Correct.
You're going to be a part of the Black History Month celebration that's taking place here, and the Dr. Martin Luther King Day celebration. When you think about Dr. King, what comes to mind?
Well, first thing that comes to mind is civil rights, but it also brings to mind sacrifice, because this man paid the ultimate price when you think about it, and that was his life. And he told us, really hours before he was assassinated, that he might not get there with us. Somehow he knew it. So when I think about him, I think about the sacrifice that he made, and it's because of that that I have to keep fighting the good fight of justice every day, because you can't let what someone has done in the past for you be taken for granted. It's got to motivate you to keep on doing better, so that people coming behind you will have it better too.
And Dr. King benefited from black attorneys becoming attorneys, like Arthur D. Shores. He graduated from the school that I went to. I'm not that smart. He graduated from Talladega College. He was one of Dr. King's attorneys. So it's a personal thing that you choose to use your legal mind to help in many other causes, right?
Absolutely. And getting back to Dr. King, you think about it, he used not just the golden rule, but he also used the U.S. Constitution. So when he, through the golden rule, meaning that you do unto others as you have them do unto you, he also used the U.S. Constitution as a basis for what he was trying to accomplish. And he got that through the lawyers that he had as friends. That's correct.
I see. And we're sitting here in Black History Month. What does Black History Month mean to you?
Well, a couple of things. One, we have to be able to teach our students, not just African American students, but all students, a part of our history that's not being taught in the school system. but also it's a chance, it's an opportunity for us to pay homage to those like Dr. King and others who've gone before us to get us to where we are today. So Black History Month is absolutely crucial and very important.
And see, that's why, got something here for you, Joe. That's why people like you have, we've had over 22 Persons of the Year, Lee Pitts Live Persons of the Year. Many people know that you've already received your Person of the Year award, but this article that was written about you that was published in the Community Press,
Wow.
shouting you out, Pablo, who's the graphics designer there, and Mr. Middlebrooks. They worked in collaboration with me to accelerate and accentuate you being selected as the Lee Pitts Live 2018 Person of the Year. I want to hand this to you on TV.
Thank
and let
you
say
very much. I
keep
appreciate
shocking
that.
you. Yeah.
Thank you very, very much. I will display this in my office.
How being selected the Lee Pitts Live Person of the Year, that's made you like world renowned now, huh, man?
Absolutely. It has certainly elevated me, no doubt about it. Thank you very much.
All
I
right,
really
man.
appreciate that.
Glad to shock you with that. Now, before we go farther on in our interview, one of the things I want to make sure we get in for a brief minute is we had a bet that you went to the Citadel,
Yes.
fine education institution here, and I'm a big fan of the Alabama Crimson Tide, being from Alabama, and we betted that if Alabama beat the Citadel, I'm finally getting you in the show since then, that you would wear Alabama paraphernalia. So I'd like to do you the honors and let you wear that for the next question.
Should I?
Yeah. Yeah, Alabama. That's what happens when you lose. Now, the Citadel, hey, you guys did win the first half, right?
We did win the first half.
Shout out Citadel. What do people need to know about the Citadel?
Well, it's my alma mater. I graduated from there in 1987, and it's a military college in Charleston, South Carolina, and I'm very proud to be an alumnus of the Citadel.
Let me do this for the next question. We'll go one more question with this, and then we'll go back.
All right.
Your office. Now we recall you had offices. You had your office that was on Colonia, if I'm not mistaken.
That's right.
And now you moved that office. Where are you located now?
Well, we have an office in Fort Lauderdale. Our main office is here in Fort Myers, and the office in Fort Myers is now on Metro Parkway, about 200 yards south of Gulf Coast Hospital.
I see.
And we love it. We got a lot more space now, and what I like about it is that we've got some rooms in there to do mediations and depositions, so that when those court proceedings, if you will, are happening, my clients don't have to go downtown for those anymore. We can do some of those right there in my office.
Really?
Yeah. So it's convenient for my clients and a little bit more comfortable for my clients.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got a. Well, we'll see that when Lee Pitts Live comes on campus.
Oh, that'd be great.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Can I take this off now?
Oh yeah. Okay, we can come out. You lived up to your bet. He tried to get out of it, people. Don't think Joe didn't try to get out of it. Now I'm keeping this for my son.
Oh, okay.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Compliments of the North Law Firm. Don't make those bets anymore, man. All right. You got a chance to go to see it when he was here in January, the Fences.
Oh, wow,
the
what a
play,
wonderful play.
August Wilson's Fences, all black cast. You and your wife seem to really have enjoyed that.
We did. The acting was top notch. Now, we had seen that play in New York, okay? I was telling Benita afterwards, what we saw in Fort Myers was as good, if not better, than what we saw in New York. It was great. The actors were just fabulous. Yeah.
And Lee Pitts Live was a media sponsor, and we brought out a whole lot of people to the premiere, right?
Yeah, I mean, you had everybody from who's who to everybody else there that night, and it was a packed house, and everybody had a great time.
And you had seats so close you could see the sweat on their head.
Thanks to you.
Membership has its perks.
I appreciate that.
Accident cases. What are some things that people should know and make sure that that they do as it relates to automobile insurance?
Well, one of the things that I think everybody can do to help themselves is purchase what's called uninsured motorist coverage, which is called UM. And what that is basically, if someone hits you and they don't have insurance, if you have UM coverage, it steps into the shoes of that uninsured motorist to pay all of your bills, lost wages, and pain and suffering. So it's really pretty much as though the uninsured motorist had insurance. And it doesn't cost that much money.
That's what I was going to say. When people are explaining an insurance policy to a person, they need to make sure that they are conscious enough to think about, hey, do I have this? Or they generally might offer it and they might say, well, I don't want it. You're encouraging them, they need to get it.
Absolutely. And again, it doesn't cost much more than what you're already paying for.
In general, when we have people who are in accidents or in negligent security type situations, what are some things they need to do immediately to help an attorney like yourself to work with them on their case? Should they start taking pictures, get witnesses and things like that?
Yes, get the names of anybody and everybody that may be a witness. Take photographs of their injuries, photographs of the vehicles, or if it's an apartment complex, photographs of the apartment complex, and then go and get medical treatment. Sometimes we'll say, well, I'll walk it off or I'll see how things do. Go and get that medical treatment immediately so that you can document the injuries.
I see. Now, car accidents and truck accidents, is there a difference?
Yeah, a big difference. Well, one is injuries from a truck accident normally are more severe because you've got bigger vehicles. But the second is with truck accidents, we have an investigation tool built into the trucks. It's called the electronic control module. It's the black box for trucks.
Really?
So with that, I will be able to know how fast the truck was going, when the truck driver put on his or her brakes, the last time they had stopped for a meal, whether they had their lights on. So when I get my hands on that information, a lot of the investigation is already done.
Really?
We don't have that in car accident cases.
Okay, let's stay with the trucks for a second. You're talking about commercial trucks or
Commercial
just a general
trucks.
truck the person purchased?
No, commercial trucks, the big 18-wheelers.
Right,
correct,
okay.
yeah.
That are on the street.
I'm glad you made that clarification.
Right,
yes.
okay, because, it's like, wow, then you can track somebody and do everything. You know, everybody about somebody got a Ram. I hear there's commercials,
Right,
Ram
right.
Tough or whatever. Do we have a high percentage of certain types of accidents that happen in certain parts of Florida, or is it pretty standard on the East Coast, the West Coast, Southwest Florida?
I think we get a lot of accidents with people, unfortunately, running red lights.
Really?
The light is turning yellow, people are impatient, and they try to beat the light. So through that experience in handling these cases, I never go when my light turns green. I always wait a second because I know that people are trying to run red lights. I think that's where most accidents happen.
Sovereign immunity, what is that and how does that play in what you do?
Well, sovereign immunity pretty much means the king can do no wrong, so the government can do no wrong. So whether we're talking about the city, the county, the state, the school board, or like Lee Memorial Hospital, you cannot sue them like you would sue anyone else. There's a cap of $200,000. So you can sue them, but there's a cap. So even though your damages could be $1 million or plus, the most that you can get is $200,000 because they are the quote unquote sovereign. Yeah.
You probably, as an attorney, you guys don't like that, do you?
You're correct, and some attorneys won't even take those types of cases. I take them anyway because, a wrong is a wrong, a life is a life. So I still take the cases, but I let my clients know that there's going to be a cap, a limit on how much we can recover.
Learn something new every day. Now, you constantly say that the success that you've had is due to referrals and the people in the community have made you what you are. Elaborate on that.
Absolutely. I advertise, but that's not where I get the majority of my cases. I get most of my cases from past clients saying, hey, Joe did a good job for me, you should go and call him. Or people that know me or know my parents. Some doctors, they know what a good job I do, so they send people my way as well. But again, I was born in Dunbar, born and raised there, so a lot of the people in my community, in my home, they send people to me, and to me, that's pretty special. That relationship that I've got with my community is probably one of the more satisfying relationships that I have in my life.
And that's built over a period of time?
Yeah, it doesn't happen overnight. You're right, over time.
When you see somebody who comes to you, and usually when they come to you, there may have been an accident in some type of way, so they're in a distress type moment. How do you able to calm them down and then work through that process?
Well, basically what I tell my clients is this. Leave your burdens here at my office, our doorstep. You go and take care of you, take care of your family. You're dealing with enough. Let us handle all of the legal ramifications of what just happened. because these accidents are very traumatic, and it leaves lives, whether it's an injury or a death, really in a turmoil. So the more that they can leave with me and then just take care of themselves, I feel good about.
What's the cost to take advantage of your services?
My clients pay me nothing. I get a fee when I get a settlement or a jury verdict for my clients. So at no time will my clients ever have to pay me anything out of pocket.
Final question. Do lawyers prefer to settle out of court because they can't perform in court? Or if somebody say we're going to try to settle out, is that a negative to the customer, the client, like, oh, we want to go to court? Just to the average person, is that a good thing or a bad thing when you settle out of court?
Well, every case is different. Most cases do settle, but I have found, especially in my practice, that a lot of cases settle because of all the times that I've gone to court. So insurance companies know that Joe North doesn't mind taking the case to court, and sometimes that will help get the cases settled.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, and you have a lot of success in court, so that everybody know about who has success, and
That's right.
you're pretty good in front of the jury, right?
That's right. Well,
I know you don't want to brag, but I'm bragging for you.
I get results.
Get
Yeah,
results.
yeah.
And one of your good luck charms is?
My dad.
I tell
He
Tiffany about that.
He shows up for the trials. That's
Your
right.
dad shows up for every trial.
That's right,
It's
yeah.
like he's like him going to your football game. He doesn't get to go to you running track anymore, but he gets to show up for the trial, which is like the grand finale, isn't it?
Yeah, he enjoys being there, and I enjoy having him there.
I call his
Absolutely.
name.
James North Sr.
And I know he's a big fan of Lee Pitts Live, and you guys look, I know you get it all the time, y'all look just alike, right?
Yep, and I'm glad about that too.
Yeah, okay. Well, Joe, it's always a pleasure getting you on the show.
Thank you.
And we look forward to getting you back in the future and getting Lee Pitts Live out to your new digs there.
All right, will do.
Boom.
Lee Pitts Live is a Lee Pitts Enterprise production.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching Lee Pitts Live. Of course, I'm Lee Pitts, the host of Lee Pitts Live. We're here at the Holiday Inn Airport in Fort Myers, and I want you to continue to watch Lee Pitts Live on television, on YouTube, and of course, listen to us on radio. But to get all of your shows to come right to you, just click on that subscribe button right there, and Lee Pitts Live will come right to you, your time, your way. That's Lee Pitts Live.